Hey everyone, welcome back to the YouTube channel God Will Do It For You. My name is Steven. I hope everyone's having a great day so far. And what we're going to be talking about today is how God came through in the situation for me just yesterday. And how this is all playing out. And this is a really good video for me to at least explain. Again, this is a really good second example of God turning a situation that seems unfair into a favorable situation. And so if you look at my video from around the February 24th time frame, my dad passed away, and initially when I went to Mississippi to see him, or to go see what was going on, I went there and realized that he had left me off of everything paperwork wise that I could see. The will didn't have me on it, he didn't have me on anything. So basically he had told me in the past that, hey, if something happens to me, I got something for you. Don't worry about it. Just do whatever you're going to do with it, blah, 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 blah. And it was quite the opposite that happened. I found out that there was nothing. Everything went to his wife, which, again, I didn't have a problem with. It was just like, man, he could have at least told me. He kind of basically lied. Well, yesterday, I got a phone call and said, hey, Steven, something just came in the mail and it has your name listed as beneficiary along with his wife. So what my dad did was he had a separate policy from the things that his wife knew about, and lo and behold, he left me something. And it made me feel good. Not that he left me something, it made me feel good that he kept his word. Not only did he keep his word, he left enough to where by the time the end of this month's hit, I will have 0 credit card debt to my name. I will have my car the way it needs to be, prepared for the summertime. I will have my brother that helped me get into this business group paid back. I will literally have a clean slate. One thing that I realized, and I was even talking to my mom about this yesterday, and I was like, Mom, with this paperwork, they did not have to tell, so my dad's wife's daughters, they did not have to tell me that something came for me, because they could complete their end of the paperwork themselves and get what they're going to get. Mine would just sit there until it's claimed. But because I treated their mom with respect, concern, and care, even though I had got bad news, even though I thought I was lied on, I thought my dad let me down. Excuse me. I chose to do the right thing. I kept a positive attitude. I made sure that she was good the best I could. And because of that, they told me about the paperwork yesterday. Excuse me. And this is why it's very important on why you treat people with the right intentions, with a good heart, because you never know. You never know how God is going to use everything to work out for you. And how, hey, trust my timing. Trust, hey, if this situation doesn't seem fair, trust that I'm going to do the right thing and make it right. I'm not going to just leave you done in. And this reminds me of last year with that cell phone situation where I was helping someone out, and long story short, I ended up having a $4,500 Verizon bill, and they took care of every last penny. Not only did Verizon turn it around and take care of the full $4,500 tab, they then paid my phone bill for half a year. So I think March was the last month that they were going to pay, so I start paying this month now. And so this is the same thing where I had to go through something. I stayed positive. I had the right mindset. I was like, you know what? I'm just going to have to deal with this Verizon mess. It's not right. I was just doing the right thing. It's not fair, but I'm going to keep a positive attitude and just do what I can do to try to resolve this. And God took care of it. It's almost like with Abraham. God gave him the promised child. But then God asked him to offer him up on the mountain. And God just wanted to see what Abraham was going to do. He didn't really want him to do it, but because he was faithful, because his attitude was the way it needed to be, God saw what he needed to see and blessed Abraham greatly. And so what I'm trying to tell you is, if you find yourself in a circumstance where it doesn't make sense, it doesn't seem fair, you didn't do anything wrong, just know you're going to come out on top. This is the second time now, actually the third time now, God has done this in my life. So now, without a shadow of a doubt, I know what to expect if I see a certain situation. I'm like, this got God written all over it. He's going to turn it around. He's going to make this come out in a positive way, because I kid you not, just last month on my birthday, March the 11th, I was just saying to myself, wow, 34 years old, and I'm trying to accomplish my goals. I'm trying to do this, that, but this is my first year owing money on income tax because I made too much last year. My car has problems that, I could deal with now, but we really need the money, and car repairs aren't cheap. I need to pay my brother back that $900 for helping me out to get into this business group. And then I want to get rid of this credit card debt because I want to be in position to go into buying a house with zero debt. Because now, thanks to what my dad set aside and did for me, by the end of this month, I'll have zero debt to my name. I'm trying to tell y'all, if there's no way possible anyone could tell me that there isn't a God. God not only turned it around, but he's going to have me land in an even better position than I was when the situation first arose. And that's what God does. Excuse me, you have the weather, the pollen. But you have to realize that God observes how we react to adversity. And the whole purpose of it is to allow us to experience him. That way we know he's real. And also, it is to build our faith in him. It's like, do you not trust me? I've proven to you time and time again that I will come through for you. I will make it right. And that's kind of honestly why I was so at peace with the situation about my dad. Yeah, I still felt some type of way, but I was like, you know what? I know God is going to make it up in some way. And bam, a month later, hey, and even though the money might not hit until the end of this month, it's coming. So now God has already let you know. So the first thing I did, as soon as I got the news, I praised God. I gave him all the credit, all the glory. Because I know that this is all him. It's all him. And so we're going to go straight into the Bible and read a very popular verse, and it's straight to it. Proverbs Chapter 3, verse 5. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all ways acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. It's plain and simple. The Bible is very straightforward with the instructions that it gives us. It's because these work. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not lean on your own understanding. So when it doesn't make sense, God's written all over it, because God's like, I know it doesn't make sense. I know if I would have gave you this money a month prior, maybe you would have did different things with the money that I don't want you to do with the money. But this time, you did the smart thing. So I haven't given you the blessing yet, but now you know the blessing is coming. It's impending. So what are you going to do? Well, first you need to pray. God, what do you want me to do with this money? Now, I could be a dummy and be like, oh, okay, this money's coming. Shoes, pants, this, that. No. God specifically said, take care of debt. Clear the path for the future. Clear it. You want to be able to move forward as smooth as possible. And what better way than to have no debt to your name? God's written all over. I give all the glory, all the honor, all the praise to God. Time and time again, he knows how to keep building my faith and giving me a hope that lets me know that I'm going to be successful in the endeavors that I'm trying to accomplish, and that he is literally making a way. Same thing. I told my friend yesterday, I was like, hey, I'm not reaching out to the business group anymore because they led me to join them by saying, hey, we could use you for the business meets and this and that. So I showed off for them a few times. I showed them that I could cook really good. They liked it a lot. And I was like, I'm not reaching out to them. I'm not going to ask them to use me because they know what I could do. They know what I do. And so if they want to use me, they will use me. Lo and behold, they called yesterday. I was like, hey, can you cook for 24 people this coming Thursday, so tomorrow? I was like, sure, I got you. You see how all this... See, God, in his mastermind orchestration of how he makes everything work, is why I have so much confidence in him, because I don't need to understand what he's doing or how he's going to do it or where he gets the resource from. I literally went from saying, okay, the bills are paid, this and that, but how are we going to take care of these things? And then God, here's how you're going to take care of them. This is why it's very, very, very important to understand that God is the source. He provides the resource however he sees fit. That is it. That's how God turns things around, because he provides whoever, whatever is needed to rectify your situation and make it right, or to help you grow, or whatever the case may be. God knows what he's doing. And that's why the Bible says specifically, do not lean on your own understanding. Do not try to understand the God that was able to create this earth in 6 days. Just don't even waste your time. How everything is able to work cohesively together on this earth. How everything has the ability to eat on this earth. There's nothing on this earth that is grown that doesn't require something to feed off of something, whether it doesn't matter. Everything works cohesively on this planet. God written all over it. So I hope this video has been a blessing. If you feel led to like, share, subscribe, definitely do so, because I'm telling you, God is showing that he is evident in my life. And I don't come on here boastfully to tell you all this. I'm telling really personal information that I really don't like telling people. I usually am very private, but I tell this because sometimes, I kid you not, I wish we had somebody that took God serious and was like, hey, I went through these things. I'm not sure if y'all are going through it, but if y'all see something similar, I went through this enough, you might want to recognize what it is God doing something in your life. Learn the lesson. Stay positive, stay confident, because just know God's going to turn it all around. It would be nice to have someone that's like, hey, this is what it is. And so that's what I'm just trying to let you all know. If you find yourself in these situations, unfair circumstances, whatever the case may be, go ahead, clap, go ahead, start smiling, keep going about your day, do what you have to do, and do what you're supposed to do the right thing. And just watch. You're just gonna laugh and be like, he did it again. He did it again. And God's in the I can do it again business easily. And if he could do it for me, he can do it for you. So again, I hope this video's been a blessing. Hope you enjoyed it. Like, share, subscribe, whatever you decide to do. Otherwise, until next time, enjoy the rest of your day.